we are in need of divine direction in life. And number 3, we need to surrender control to the Lord himself. So the first part of this message is this: we lack self-guidance, and it highlights our inherent lack of foresight to navigate life successfully on our own. The need for divine direction. Just as a traveler relies on a map, humanity needs God's guidance to make the right decisions and avoid destructive paths in life en route to heaven. We need to surrender control, lastly, as we said. It's a divine urge to place our day-to-day plans in God's hands rather than our own. So let us just begin to reason this passage of Scripture for a bit and talk it through. Let's reason what Jeremiah is saying to us. It is not in a man who walks to direct his own steps. Was Jeremiah speaking the truth to us when he said this? Was he speaking the truth to us when he said this? It is not within a man to direct his own steps. Then every idea, doctrine, or notion that suggests that man can direct his own steps is steeped in error. It begs the question, how can the blind lead the blind? Jesus posed that question, how can the blind lead the blind? The thing is this, how can you lead yourself? If you are blind, how can you lead yourself? How can the blind lead the blind? Can a man save himself? He cannot. So if it is up to God to save us, what makes us think that we can do it in our own capacity and in our own strength? God is not in the tow truck business. You know, when a car is in a ditch on the side of the road, a tow truck comes, pulls it out of the ditch, and then they wish to drive well, and they say, Godspeed as you go on your merry way. That's not how God does it. God's not in the tow truck business. When God salvages a life, he does not leave that life to its own devices. He remains a very inherent part of the life of the individual he has saved. And I'd like to draw on what Moses prayed in Exodus 33 verse 15. Moses is praying and he says, if your presence does not go with us, do not lead us from here. And as I was pondering it, I just rephrased it and I said,